Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Destination Fantasy Podcast. Here once again with my brother from another mother, Deshaun Reed. How you doing this morning?
Man, I feel pretty good, bro. I'm a little bit tired. I feel like I got like jet lag, but it is a holiday. So happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day to everyone that's watching right now.
Absolutely. Happy 4th. For me, happy Will Smith Day. I think back in 96, he took out the aliens, man. I'm grateful for his contribution to our society. So shout out to Will Smith. Happy 4th, everybody. All right. So, you know what? Today we're going to get into some rankings. It is July 4th. We are maybe about 6 to 8 weeks away from actually getting to the real thing. It'll be here before you know it. And, in June, it was the beginning of the mock draft season. My counterpart here is mock drafting every day. He'll hit me up randomly out of nowhere. Hey, want a mock draft? I could be walking to take out the trash. He probably pokes his head out the can like, want a mock draft? Like,
hey, stay ready. You ain't never got to get ready.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. And so I feel like it is now I feel like it's timely enough for us to actually get into some rankings. And we're going to start with running backs today. And, we could just have a list already prepared. But no, we're going to do something a little different, a little bit more interactive. We haven't even done the rankings. We actually going to do them now. We're going to do it with a name game per se. So basically, I'm going to call out a name that we're going to start with. And then I'm going to start naming some other guys who you would choose, one or the other. And then we're just going to, jot them down, take notes, and go from there and build our list right here. And so with all that being said, you ready to get into this?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, I'm putting you on the spotlight, man.
Let's do it.
All right, so first up, we have Christian McCaffrey. Now, is there anybody right now? I mean, this list will change over time. Is there anybody right now you're taking over Christian McCaffrey?
Yes, it's only one player, and this is just me. And like personally, it's Dalvin Cook. That is the only person that I would place over Christian McCaffrey. You already know why, Jamar. I think he's the best running back, and like the offense is going to roll through this guy. He is their offense. So, I mean, no shade to Christian McCaffrey. That's only like the two spot for me. But, the only guy I'm taking, if I had the number one pick right now, Jamar, I'm taking Dalvin Cook.
Fair enough. All right, so Dalvin Cook 1 and Christian McCaffrey's 2. That's confirmed?
That is confirmed for me personally, yeah.
Gotcha. Understood. All right, so Alvin Kamara. All right, let's put him up on the pedestal here.
Okay.
Saquon Barkley, Alvin Kamara.
I am going. Oh man, that's tough. Let me go. Like I'm gonna give the slight edge to Saquon here. Slight edge.
Ooh, why is that?
That is because I think their offense is revamped. He's healthy. They got the addition of Kenny Galladay. We already know what type of weapons that they have on that team.
Right.
The only reason I want to taper back a bit is because New Orleans is going through a change, Jamar. Like they're going with a different quarterback under center. So like the offense might adjust like slightly. It may play in Alvin Kamara's favor. Maybe they want to utilize him a little bit more heavily. Maybe not so. But we already know Saquon Barkley, the offense is going to run through him. They got enough weapons to go ahead and spread the field out. And hopefully, if he is truly healthy, I'm expecting a big year for him.
All right, so you'll take Saquon over Kamara. Okay, Kamara or Zeke?
I think I'm gonna give the edge to. I'm giving it to Zeke. I'm giving it to Zeke, man. I know. And this again. Now I didn't think it was gonna be like this tough, and you're really putting me on the spot. So okay, so here's why I'm gonna go with Zeke. I understand, my dude, and this is coming from me. Zeke has been one of those players that has, just kind of like ticked me off like this past season, but with a healthy
Dak Prescott.
With the healthy Dak Prescott and the way that this offense is set up, they should be able to do numbers in this season. So as long as Dak Prescott is healthy, Zeke should return back from top 1 to 3, possibly like 4 running back inside fantasy football. And we're strictly talking PPR here, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. Give me Zeke over Alvin Kamara.
Ooh, okay. A couple more names for Kamara, then we'll move on. Derrick Henry for Kamara.
Oh, Derrick Henry. I'm taking Derrick Henry if I did have the number 3 pick overall. He is the only exception that you can utilize in both PPR as well as standard. And I really don't think his upside changes. The only 2 guys I'm taking over him, and this is like slight. You know what I mean? I would go Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, in that order. So
okay. So through this name game, we got the number 3 back already.
Yep.
Okay, and then all right, two more names for Kamara, and then we'll move on to Barkley here.
Okay.
Austin Eckler or Alvin Kamara?
Alvin Kamara.
All right, and then the last name here, Jonathan Taylor or Alvin Kamara?
Oh, man, love Taylor. Like, love him a lot, but I'm still going to go Alvin Kamara.
Okay, so buck stops there. All right, Saquon Barkley. So let me actually move this up. So, all right, so we know you're taking Barkley over Kamara. So Barkley or Zeke?
Man, Zeke he's not really coming off of like an injury like Barkley is. Like, he definitely got the more high-powered offense. So his, chances to be able to score should be there. Slight edge to Zeke over Barkley. Very slight. Man, this top 5 is going to be tough.
We're splitting hairs, man.
We really are.
It's all good. It's all in the fun. Okay, so we got that. Barkley or Eckler?
Barkley.
All right, Barkley or Taylor?
Barkley.
All right, 2 more names. Barkley or Jones?
Barkley.
And then Barkley or Chubb?
Oh, man.
And that's actually was our poll question on our IG story.
Dude, and I didn't think that you was gonna bring this up. Okay. And this is gonna sound you know what? Barkley. Let me go back. Initially on I did select Chubb, and I think Chubb has tremendous upside, but I'm gonna just go with Barkley right now. So
okay.
Love Chubb, man.
All right. So right now, based on what you're telling me, Zeke is looking like the 4th spot in these rankings.
Yep.
But we're about to confirm this right now. So Zeke or Eckler?
Zeke.
Zeke or Taylor?
Zeke.
Zeke or Jones?
Zeke.
Zeke or Chubb?
Zeke.
2 more names. We're introducing Joe Mixon or Zeke.
Zeke.
And then Cam Akers or Zeke.
Like Cam Akers a lot too, but I'm still going Zeke.
All right, so Zeke is the 4th running back in these rankings.
Yep.
And
so go ahead and read them all for us real quick, Jamar. Let's just see what we got so far.
All right, so number 1, we got Dalvin Cook. Number 2, Christian McCaffrey. 3, Derrick Henry. 4, Ezekiel Elliott. And based on what you're telling me right now, it's looking like Barkley will be 5 and Kamara will be 6.
Mm-hmm.
Is that standstill?
That's standstill.
All right, so I will make a note of that. So Saquon 5, and then we got Kamara 6, AK41. All right, so would you consider those 6 top tier, or is there any more room for top tier? The number 1 tier running backs?
Top tier running backs. How many we named off? 5, right?
That'll be if we got Saquon and Kamara, that'll be 6.
6. I think that should be upper echelon right there.
That's it. That's the cutoff.
That's the cutoff. As long as we got Cook, McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, definitely that is the elite cream of the crop right there. Like, those guys, you can interchange them in my opinion. Like those 3, I couldn't even get mad at you. But if someone were to take like Zeke at number 1, you would kind of like question that. Or somebody were to take Kamara at number 1, you'll question that. Somebody were to take Derrick Henry, or the other 2, Christian McCaffrey or Dalvin Cook at number 1, you really couldn't be upset with that.
and it's crazy because Derrick Henry for the past couple of years, he kind of like, shedded off that mantra of like, him not being more active in the passing game. He's like the anomaly here, right?
Yeah.
To where we finally seen enough evidence to where, you know what, it don't even matter with this guy. Like I'm gonna still take him one, and he's still gonna be as productive as the elite dual threats. That's how great of a running back and fantasy player he is.
Exactly, and that's exactly what we're doing right now, Jamar. We're trying to see, and again, we're splitting hairs here, like seriously, with these guys. But you have to ask yourself the question, like, would this sound silly for me to take this player at the number one position, or these players over these players? That's basically what we're doing at this moment. So,
yep, definition of splitting hairs. So, you know what? Tier 1, that was fun. Tier 2 is definitely about to be some fun here. So,
definitely.
All right, let's get into it. The next name on the list, Austin Eckler. Ready?
Yep.
All right. I'm probably gonna go through 6 names with him real quick. 6 or 7. All right. Jonathan Taylor or Eckler?
Jonathan Taylor.
All right. Nick Chubb or Eckler?
Chubb.
Aaron Jones or Eckler?
Man, that's tough. Like every time you say Aaron Jones, it's like an asterisk. But
I know.
Let me go Eckler just to be safe right now.
Okay. Joe Mixon or Eckler?
Eckler.
Okay. Cam Akers or Eckler?
Oof. Eckler. Man, I sound crazy for that. Eckler.
Antonio Gibson or Eckler?
Okay. Eckler. PPR.
I felt like I saw the grinds just turning on the gears. Just
dude, I love. You know we are huge Gibson fans on this channel.
Yes. Then the last name, Najee Harris or Eckler?
Eckler.
Okay. So Taylor and Chubb are the only ones right now ahead of Eckler. So all right. So Eckler's position is still pending here. So we're gonna go Jonathan Taylor next. So
okay.
Taylor or Jones?
Taylor.
Taylor or Chubb?
Chubb.
Taylor or Mixon?
Taylor.
Taylor Akers?
Taylor. I always stop at that guy.
Wait till we get to Cam Akers. I'm gonna definitely say my 2 cents because I'm a huge fan of Akers, man. Taylor or Gibson?
Taylor.
Taylor or Harris?
Taylor.
So from what I'm seeing right now, it looks like Chubb is the next guy in line, and we're just gonna confirm that real quick. Chubb or Jones?
Chubb.
Chubb or Mixon?
Chubb.
Chubb or Akers?
Chubb.
There's something about the Akers guy. Chubb or Gibson?
Chubb.
Chubb or Harris?
Chubb.
All right, so just based on that, I feel like Chubb is the next man in line for the, and that would be ranking 7.
Dude, you killing me with this Antonio Gibson and Cam Akers thing, man.
That's how much we like these guys. That's how we really, really like these guys. So Chubb goes here. And I think it's safe to say that Taylor is right behind Chubb.
Right behind him. Yep. Okay. And those 2 guys right there are interchangeable for me. Like they're basically the same. So
gotcha. Right. So we're gonna put Aaron Jones on the clock here. I forgot what you said. Jones or Eckler? I think you said Eckler, right?
I definitely said Eckler. And again, it's an asterisk by it. We don't know the thing with Aaron Rodgers. We don't know like how that situation is going to play out. So the offense may look a little bit different.
It's true.
Definitely gotta go with the sure thing.
Gotcha. Jones or Mixon?
Jones.
Akers or Jones.
Akers.
Gibson or Jones.
Jones. I'm still going to give the edge to Jones.
Harris or Jones.
Jones.
Okay, this is getting interesting here. All right, so I know I asked you this: Eckler or Mixon?
Eckler.
Okay. So, all right. Mixon or Akers?
Akers.
Mixon or Gibson?
Mixon.
Mixon or Harris?
Mixon.
Mixon or CEH?
Mixon.
Okay. All right. So based on this, I would say right after Taylor would probably be Eckler.
Yep.
All right. I'm putting Cam Akers on the clock, and really quick before I give you a little breather here.
Spill it.
I absolutely love Cam Akers this year. Absolutely love Cam Akers this year.
Go ahead and let them know why we're so enamored with this guy.
Well, for one, he's in a Sean McVay system. We've seen evidence of the lead running back in the Sean McVay system be the fantasy superstar, hence Todd Gurley, and I hate that he got injured. Otherwise, he'll still be a superstar in that system, for one. For two, he's actually a little bit more diverse, more versatile, more Swiss Army knife in a sense. He can do a lot of different things for that offense. Three, you upgraded the quarterback position there in Matthew Stafford, and I feel like that's going to take pressure off of him to actually do more. So now you have a quarterback, a competent quarterback in that system with more than competent wide receivers and an excellent young running back that's ready to take off. This is a high-powered team. This team is poised to make a Super Bowl run. I know that's irrelevant right now, but just the fact that this team is going to score a lot of points. Their defense is going to give them extra possessions on offense to run out the clock. Cam Akers is going to be that guy. We've seen the talent last year. He finally got the keys to the car towards the second half of the year, and he did not let go of the pedal at all. So Cam Akers, I mean, if he ends up being my running back one on a deeper league, or if I'm trying something different here with the cherry pick draft strategy here, and he's my RB1, I have no problem with that. I love Cam Akers this year.
And rightfully so, Jamar. You took the words right out of my mouth, bro.
All right. So with that being said, let's see where Cam Akers falls. So Cam Akers, I know I asked you this, or Aaron Jones. I think he said Akers.
I said Akers over Jones.
And I think you said Mixon over Akers, or did you not? I know it's tough.
Mixon over Akers. Yeah, both offenses are looking good. Like that Cincinnati offense is good. The defense is just terrible. I'm gonna still give the edge to Akers. I'm gonna give the edge to Akers.
All right, Akers or Gibson?
Akers.
Akers or Harris?
Akers.
Akers or CEH?
Akers.
Akers or DeAndre Swift?
Like DeAndre Swift a lot, but I'm gonna have to give it to Akers.
Akers or J.K. Dobbins?
Akers for sure.
And then I know this is a shot in the dark. Akers or David Montgomery?
Come on, man.
Okay.
I like how you try to sneak your bear guy in there, man, but no mas.
Oops, my bad. All right, so it's safe for me to put Akers right behind Eckler here on this list. Now, between Jones and Mixon, I feel like they're right after there. I think you might have Mixon ahead of Jones.
Yep, just a slight bump And again, and this is all due to like the offense and which direction is going to go with or without Aaron Rodgers. But I'm gonna give the slight bump to. I mean, we're talking like safety here, right? Like we want to be, we definitely want to play things safe. So,
all right, and just a quick recap of where we're at. Dalvin Cook 1, Christian McCaffrey 2, Derrick Henry 3, Zeke 4, Saquon 5, Kamara 6, Chubb 7, Jonathan Taylor 8, Austin Eckler 9, Cam Akers 10, Joe Mixon 11, Aaron Jones 12. That's where we're at.
and I know that sounds a little bit too low for Aaron Jones, but the rest of the list I definitely am happy with. So,
all right, and with the next guy here, who I'm about to mention is Antonio Gibson, and I was so thankful for him on Thanksgiving. Mr. 3 touchdowns. So, would you consider Antonio Gibson a tier 2 back?
Yes, absolutely. If he is your RB2, and maybe even like let's just say you're up on a 12-team league and like all the running backs are flying, or even 14-team, and he's your RB1, you're definitely okay with that. Definitely okay with him being RB1 in deeper leagues because this dude just has a knack for getting inside the end zone. He led all rookies, well, actually like tied, I believe, with Jonathan Taylor with 11 touchdowns scored. And I think that's going to be a similar theme in 2021. He just knows how to find pay dirt. And that's what you need out of your fantasy players, right?
Absolutely. The more the merrier. Aaron Jones knows from a couple of years ago. The more the merrier.
For sure.
All right. So I'm pretty sure I know the answer to these questions here with Antonio Gibson, but I just need confirmation. Harris or Gibson?
Gibson.
CEH or Gibson?
Gibson.
DeAndre Swift or Gibson?
Gibson.
J.K. Dobbins or Gibson?
Gibson.
All right, you know what? I'm going to just leave it at that. I don't think anybody's climbing higher than Antonio Gibson here on your list. So I'm going to mark him down for number 13.
And this is where it gets tricky right here.
Yes, because we still have guys that's coming up here is running back 2s, but any given week, they could definitely finish inside the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start here with your new boy, Najee Harris. And I'm definitely interested to hear your answers on this one because he's a rookie.
Yep, let me go ahead and take my Steelers cap off and just do it for, Whew. Okay, let's go.
All right, CH or Harris?
Harris.
CH or Swift?
CH or Swift.
I'm sorry, Harris or Swift. I'm sorry.
Harris or Swift. Harris.
Harris or Carson?
Harris.
Harris or Dobbins?
Harris or Dobbins? Harris.
All right, 2 more. Harris or Montgomery?
Man, that's tough. And we're on RB, 11 right now?
This would be ranking. Gibson was 13, so this would be 14.
14, okay. Harris.
And Harris or Jacobs?
Oh, Harris for sure.
Okay, based on that, I'm safely going to put Harris right on the Gibson. All right, next one up. CEH. Swift or CH?
CEH.
Carson or CEH?
CEH.
Dobbins or CEH?
Dobbins or CEH. Dobbins or CEH. I'm gonna go Dobbins.
How come?
Man, look, I patiently waited for this guy to break out last season. He is in one of the more run heavier offenses in the league, and I understand that Lamar Jackson being there, it takes a lot away from him. It takes a lot of his scoring opportunities away. I feel like this is the season in which this guy does break out. Again, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is on arguably the best offense in the NFL. and CH is, and that's why it's so tough for me to split these two guys. It's just he doesn't have the burst in which I saw last year. CEH did not. I think his yards per carry was definitely well under J.K. Dobbins at like a 6.0 yards per carry. So he was definitely the more explosive out of the two. Right. And we already know what type of hands he has. It's just I think he's the better talent overall to get a lot of more work, but CEH is on the better team offensively, and that's why it's a little bit difficult to like kind of like place these two guys here. Right. Similar, very similar backs in my opinion.
Understood. Montgomery or CEH?
CEH.
All right. CEH or Jacobs?
CEH.
All right. CEH or Gaskin?
CEH for sure.
Okay. All right. We'll come back to Dobbins in a few. We got DeAndre Swift up next. Swift or Carson?
Chris Carson?
Yes.
Give me Carson, man. Carson. Okay. They just on such a bad offense, bro. It's and I'm saying that about Swift, obviously. So.
Right. Swift or Dobbins?
Dobbins.
Swift or Montgomery?
Montgomery. I like your boy, man. I like him a lot, especially if we're gonna get into that guy up on your jersey right there.
No, that's a fair assessment, my brother. Swift or Jacobs?
Swift.
Swift or Gaskin?
Swift.
And Swift or Mike Davis?
Swift for sure.
Oh, okay. All right. Chris Carson is up next, Mr. Poster Child for RB2. Let's see. Carson or Dobbins? I think you said Dobbins, right?
I did. Dobbins.
Okay. All right. Carson or Montgomery?
Man, these guys are like exactly the same. Like, I swear, it's like you basically looking at one or the other. Give me a very, like, I'm going to give like a hair of an edge to Chris Carson at the moment.
Okay. Carson or Jacobs?
Oh, Carson for sure.
Carson or Gaskin?
Carson.
Okay. I don't have to go any further with that one. All right. This one here, we definitely going to solidify. I think Dobbins is right now going to be placed under Harris in our rankings, but just need to confirm. Just real quick, Dobbins or Jacobs?
Dobbins.
Dobbins or Montgomery?
Dobbins.
Dobbins or Gaskin?
Dobbins.
Dobbins or Davis?
Dobbins.
All right, so I'm putting Dobbins under Harris. And I think after that, you'll probably have CEH, if I'm not mistaken, over the rest of the field that we just mentioned.
Yep. For sure. Over like Davis and over like those type of guys for sure.
So, okay, so let me move some stuff here. Bam. All right, so DeAndre Swift. I'm gonna ask you one more time.
Okay.
Swift or Carson?
PPR. I'm still Carson. Carson still.
All right, Swift or Montgomery.
Montgomery.
All right. So with that being said, Carson is after CEH. Montgomery is after Carson. And then Swift is after Montgomery.
Okay. So quick recap of 1 through wherever we're at now.
All right. So number 1 is Dalvin Cook. 2 is Christian McCaffrey. 3 is Derrick Henry. 4 is Zeke. 5 is Saquon. 6 is Kamara, which ends tier 1. 7 is Chubb. 8 is Taylor. 9 is Eckler. 10 is Cam Akers. 11 is Mixon. 12 is Jones. 13 is Antonio Gibson. Does that cut off tier 2 for you?
It does.
Right. All right. 14 is Harris. 15 is Dobbins. 16 is CEH. 17 is Carson. 18 is Montgomery. 19 is DeAndre Swift.
Man, that really does. So out of all the names that you said, that sounds kind of low is DeAndre Swift and Aaron Jones. DeAndre Swift is because of the offense is so terrible, but you got to expect like the type of volume of work he's going to get.
Right.
And again, with Aaron Jones playing with or without Aaron Rodgers, like again, that one is kind of like tough as well. But the rest of the list, just rolling right off your tongue, man, it sounds pretty solid.
Indeed, I'm happy with the results so far, and definitely having fun doing so. All right, so we're gonna get into a running back that we definitely I like the man until you know they started making personnel moves and stuff, and so now Josh Jacobs finds himself towards the bottom end of RB2 status around here, and so we're gonna confirm that. So we're gonna start hearing some new names here in a second.
Okay.
All right, so Josh Jacobs or Myles Gaskin?
Man. I'm gonna go Jacobs. Oh, barely.
Josh Jacobs or Mike Davis?
Josh Jacobs.
Jacobs or ETN?
Oh, you gonna throw the rookie in on me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going Jacobs.
All right, this one here might throw you for a curveball. Jacobs or Kareem Hunt?
Yeah, curveball indeed. I'm gonna give an edge to Jacobs because I think he'll score more touchdowns for sure.
Okay. A couple more. Jacobs or Chase Edmonds?
Jacobs.
Jacobs or Javonte Williams?
Ooh, I like Javonte Williams a lot. I'm still gonna go with Jacobs. Melvin Gordon III is still there, and like they're still trying to like work something out. But I'm expecting big things from that rookie in Denver.
All right, and then the last name I mentioned, Jacobs or Raheem Mostert?
Jacobs.
Okay, so with all that being said, I think it's safe for me to put Jacobs right under Swift. You took Jacobs over everybody. All right, next, Myles Gaskin.
Okay.
All right, Davis or Gaskin?
Gaskin.
ETN or Gaskin?
Gaskin.
Kareem Hunt or Gaskin?
Give me slight edge to Gaskin. Slight edge.
Okay. Chase Edmonds or Gaskin?
Gaskin.
Javonte Williams or Gaskin?
Gaskin.
Raheem Mostert or Gaskin?
Gaskin.
All right, so it's safe for me to put Gaskin right under Jacobs. Now, where does tier 3 cut off?
And we're at number with Gaskin.
He is running back 21.
21. I think we should be going into tier 3 now. So
let's see. Harris started tier 3, so You think we be starting at tier 4?
Harris? Yeah, tier 4. I'm sorry.
All right, so Gaskin is the cutoff of tier 3?
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so Mike Davis. ETN or Davis?
Davis.
I'm sorry, Davis or Hunt?
Hunt. I'm not. Hey, in a minute, man, we got to get Hunt up on this board.
Oh man, Davis or Edmonds?
Davis.
Davis or Javonte Williams?
Davis.
Davis or Raheem Mostert?
Davis.
Davis or Melvin Gordon III?
Davis.
Davis or James Robinson?
Davis.
All right. Travis Etienne is up next. Etienne or Hunt?
Hunt.
Etienne or Edmonds?
I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm taking ETN.
Okay. Etienne or Williams?
Javonte Williams?
Yes.
ETN. ETN.
Etienne or Mostert?
Man. ETN. Like Mostert. They got a lot of fantastic running backs on their roster, though.
The ETN or MG3?
ETN.
ETN or his teammate, James Robinson?
ETN.
Okay. All right. So,
what am I doing, man? Oh, no.
You believe.
Man, I'm just thinking about PPR here. Like, I really am. So,
as you should. So I'm pretty sure Hunt is going to be next on this list, but just want to confirm here. Hunt or Edmonds?
Hunt.
Hunter, Javonte.
Hunt.
Hunter Mostert.
Let's get Hunt on this list.
All right.
Fantastic. Like, if this guy was playing anywhere else, he'll probably be a top 10 to 15 back, man. Like, seriously, even with upside for more. Fantastic running back.
All right. Chase Edmonds on the board. Chase Edmonds or Mike Davis? I think you chose Davis. Okay. All right. Chase Edmonds or Javonte Williams?
Chase Edmonds.
Edmonds or Mostert?
Mostert.
Edmonds or MG3?
Edmonds.
Edmonds or James Robinson?
Edmonds.
Edmonds.
Wait. Let me stop you there, bro. What are we doing to James Robinson after the fantastic year that he had, man? I feel bad for the guy. Like, I really do, with the addition of Travis Etienne.
I do too, but I mean, if you spend a first round pick on a running back, I mean,
that should tell you all you need to know.
He's relevant by default, unless you're, Rashad Penny, and that's a whole thing. My gosh. Whew. But yeah, I mean, James Robinson. Both these backs will have pretty good value, so it's just a matter of what the target share is and the value for each one.
For sure.
All right, so next we have Javonte Williams.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next we have Javonte Williams. Let's go Williams or Mostert?
Mostert.
Williams or his teammate?
I'm going Williams.
All right. Williams or James Robinson?
Sorry, James Robinson again. I'm going Williams.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start throwing out names that I didn't even put on this list. Williams or Ronald Jones?
Williams.
Williams or David Johnson?
Or who?
David Johnson.
Williams.
Williams or Leonard Fournette?
Williams.
Oh. You know what? Let's get the guy who I think is probably. Well,
I'm thinking next on this list is going to be between. It's going to be between. I know you mentioned Edmonds,
Mike Davis.
Wait, was it Mike Davis?
Davis. I think Davis, ETN, and Mostert.
There we go. Okay.
So, matter of fact, with that, Davis, ETN, and Mostert. Take the order.
Davis, ETN, or Mostert. I'm gonna go Davis, ETN, and Mostert.
Cool.
Like, we just want to know what type of running back that he'll be with that Atlanta team, with them not running it very much, very pass heavy team.
But here's the kicker though, that I feel like Davis will have upside, because Arthur Smith is the new head coach, and he came from a run-heavy offense with Derrick Henry, so philosophy might change a little bit there. So just to point that out. But even still, like, Atlanta has pass-heavy type weapons going on, so he's an interesting case. All right, so tier 4 is basically right now Hunt, Davis, ETN, and Mostert.
Okay.
So I forgot what you said between Chase Edmonds and Javonte Williams.
I gave the slight edge to Chase Edmonds.
All right, so I feel like Edmonds is probably going to go right after Mostert.
Yep.
And based on what you're telling me, Javonte Williams is going to be right after that. So I guess the question is, Melvin Gordon III or James Robinson?
I'm going James Robinson. I'm not about to slight him again.
Dang. Said put some respect on my name. Williams. All right, James Robinson or Ronald Jones?
James Robinson.
Robinson or David Johnson?
Robinson.
Leonard Fournette or James Robinson?
Robinson.
Damian Harris or James Robinson?
Robinson.
And then I got three more. Michael Carter or James Robinson?
Doing a wild card there. I like Michael Carter a lot. I think he's going to be one of the names that's going to move up on our list as the season goes on. But for right now, I'm going to go with Robinson.
Understood. James Conner or James Robinson?
James Robinson.
And then James Robinson or Kenyon Drake?
James Robinson.
Okay, so Robinson's next on the list. Melvin Gordon III.
The third.
Man, oh man, how did somebody's fantasy value just drop that quickly over the last couple of years?
I think it was his his rushing yards per carry that it was never really anything to run home about.
No, and that's probably the most valid point. He needed volume to be fantasy relevant. He was not efficient by any means.
There you go.
So, but the more touches he got, the more fantasy relevancy he became. That's just what it is with Melvin Gordon. And so now that he's on the last year of his 2-year deal with the Broncos, and they drafted a running back in the second round, it's like the writing is on the wall for him. So he'll probably end up in his third team in the last 4 years. I don't know if he'll be a starter somewhere, but it's like the man still has potential. But between him not being efficient and injury history, it's just a bad mix-up right there.
I mean, you can slightly sense that the window is closing, and I'm quite sure he is getting up there towards that 30-year-old mark where a lot of fantasy, running backs in general are just irrelevant, Jamar. So it's just, I think we can, sense his time is, coming to like an end for him to be even like relevant in fantasy world, let alone reality.
And that's sad to say because he has great talent.
Talented, very talented.
Just can't put it together. All right, so with that being said, let me go through a quick recap one more time. Dalvin Cook, CMC, Derrick Henry, Zeke, Saquon, Kamara, Chubb, Taylor, Eckler, Akers, Mixon, Jones, Gibson, Harris, Dobbins, CEH, Carson, Montgomery, Swift, Jacobs, Gaskin, Hunt, Davis, ETN, Mostert, Edmonds, Williams, Robinson.
Edmonds, Williams, Robinson. Yeah, that sounds good.
That's 28 right there. So do you want to cap it off at 30?
Cap it off at 30.
All right, so Melvin Gordon the third, Ronald Jones the second, or Gordon the third?
Man, I really like Ronald Jones. It's just Leonard Fournette being there. I'm gonna still give it to Jones. Very slight edge there.
Jones, okay. All right. David Johnson or Melvin Gordon?
Melvin Gordon.
Leonard Fournette or Melvin Gordon?
Melvin Gordon.
Damian Harris or Melvin Gordon?
Oh, that's tough. But for now, I'm gonna go Melvin Gordon. I definitely want to take the wait and see approach and see what that New England team is gonna look like. But let's roll with Melvin Gordon right now.
All right. Michael Carter or Melvin Gordon?
Melvin Gordon.
James Conner or Melvin Gordon?
Melvin Gordon.
Kenyon Drake or Melvin Gordon?
Melvin Gordon.
All right, I'm gonna throw two more out there.
Okay.
Just want to see how certain you are about Melvin Gordon. Zach Moss or Melvin Gordon?
Melvin Gordon.
Nyheim Hines or Melvin Gordon?
Wow. Nyheim Hines and Melvin Gordon. Still Melvin Gordon, but Hines is fantastic, especially in PPR format.
Okay, so new challenger here that I didn't even put up initially, but we're gonna get him in here. Ronald Jones.
Okay.
Ronald Jones or Fournette?
Ronald Jones.
DJ or
Ronald Jones.
Okay. Damian Harris.
Ronald Jones.
Michael Carter.
Ronald Jones.
James Conner.
Ronald Jones.
Kenyon Drake.
Kenyon Drake or Ronald Jones. Give me some Ronald Jones.
All right, I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to say Ronald Jones is safely the 29th back on the field. If that's the case, then Melvin Gordon will be 30.
Yep, that's what it's looking like. Okay, so I think that rounds out the 30, right? So, yep. Man, it's some pretty good names that we left off this list, like Nyheim Hines. We didn't Damian Harris, like you mentioned him a couple of times, and Michael Carter, like those guys I really have my eye on and probably would be somewhere in like that near mix, especially in PPR format. So
absolutely. Tier 4 is. Does everybody make the cut on this list for tier 4 in your eyes, or no?
Out of the backs that I just named?
Yeah, basically starting from Hunt to what we got right now. Melvin Gordon.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So just a quick recap here. I'm gonna go down the list. I'm gonna break them off by tiers and let you know what's top 10, top 20, top 30. So Dalvin Cook is the main master chef right now, number 1. Christian McCaffrey's number 2. Derrick Henry's number 3. Ezekiel Elliott, who is on your bus, is at number 4. Saquon Barkley, Saquad is number 5. Alvin Kamara's number 6, and that ends tier 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas Chubb at number 7. Jonathan Taylor at 8. Austin Powers Eckler at 9. Cam Akers, who we love. He rounds out the top 10. Joe Mixon is at 11. Aaron Jones is 12. Antonio Gibson, who I'm so thankful for, is at 13. He caps off tier 2. Your boy Najee Harris is at 14. J.K. Dobbins at 15. CEH at 16. Chris Carson at 17. David Montgomery at 19. DeAndre Swift. Wait. Hold on. I think I might have miscounted. I am so sorry. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm sorry. David Montgomery is at 18. DeAndre Swift at 19. Josh Jacobs at 20. Myles Gaskin at 21, and that caps off tier 3. Kareem Hunt at 22. Mike Davis at 23. Travis Etienne at 24. Raheem Mostert at 25. Chase Edmonds at 26. Javonte Williams at 27. James Robinson at 28. Ronald Jones II at 29. And Melvin Gordon III at 30.
That's very solid. I like it. And again, I got a couple of asterisks by a couple of players. Only 2 names out of that list. And in the order, I think it's pretty good. And again, pay attention to like the very first like 3 players. Again, I feel like those guys are the most interchangeable out of the bunch, obviously, because that production will be tremendous throughout all 3 of those guys as long as they stay healthy. But the 2 names that I have on, my little asterisk list right here is DeAndre Swift. Again, man, I like DeAndre Swift a lot. I believe DeAndre Swift was the first running back taken in the draft last year, right? Didn't mean to put you on the spot there, but I believe he was the first running back taken in the draft. I believe he was even drafted higher than Jonathan Taylor for a fact.
I think you're right. I'm gonna fact check that for you now.
Okay. So again, his ability is tremendous, Jamar. Like his running ability, he's electric. He is a great receiver. It's just he landed in a bad situation with the Detroit Lions right now. They are in super rebuild mode. And hopefully he can be a focal point of that offense. I just believe the only 2 guys you want off that team right now from a fantasy perspective are TJ Hawkinson and DeAndre Swift, but both of those guys should have pretty good
all right, so CEH was the first one off.
Okay, there we go.
3 picks later, it was DeAndre Swift.
Gotcha. Okay. So, we already know what this guy was drafted to do. Just fell in a really, really bad situation. Really like him a lot. And Aaron Jones, again, he'll be much higher, and he'll probably skip past 5 of those names if we knew for a fact that Aaron Rodgers was starting right away. Again, the offense may look a little bit different. It may even play to his favor that they may lean upon him a little bit heavily. But you and I both like A.J. Dillon, and they drafted, I believe he was like a 2nd or 3rd round pick. So Dillon, expect for his production to increase as well going forward.
Absolutely. I am very happy with our list. I'm was more happy about the process of how we got to this point. So
yeah, because you were the one up on the hot seat, man. Like, dude, like some of those names I had to like triple think on, especially when you start throwing out like Cam Akers, and I'm like, man, I believe in this dude, and it's like if I can slide him somewhere between that top 10 to maybe even 12 mix, I don't think he should fall any further than that, Jamar, in my opinion. Like you said, all the signs are there to, for this guy to be a fantasy stud this year. So if all signs align, he should be tremendous this season.
Absolutely. Like, I'm gonna try to get as much Cam Akers as I can on my team this year if the chips fall that way. So yeah, definitely high on him. Hey, like I said, love our list. Next week, you want to do quarterbacks, wide receivers, or tight ends?
Quarterbacks are really, really deep, and I think it's a little bit more essential. So let's roll with quarterbacks next week.
All right, there you have it. So, all right, man. Well, I guess where can they find us?
Man, they can find us everywhere where like literally everywhere where podcasts are found. Apple, you see it on the ticker down there. Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, other platforms. And right now, this isn't so we aren't streaming live right now, right? No. But we will. Well, no, technically, you'll see us. You'll see us. We will be there on YouTube here shortly. So.
Yep. So you'll see us on YouTube and Facebook. Instagram, Twitter, you'll see us there. Once the season comes around, we'll be live for Sunday mornings, just for Q&A and just little updates here and there. You still get the regular pod. We plan on doing so, maybe the night before to give you the full dosage, and then Sunday clear up anything, dot our I's, cross our T's, get you ready for week one and beyond that, and get you ready to, I guess, cash out at the end of the year. That's what you're on. So yeah. So once again, happy 4th of July. Shout out to Will Smith. You're my hero today. But in all seriousness, everybody enjoy, have fun. And for my brother Deshaun, I'm Jamar, and we will see you all next week.
Peace.
As you know, Deshaun, I'm a big Chicago Bears fan. And so shout out to your brother, Nate, who hooked me up with this jersey, who's been on the podcast before. He has his own company called Next Up Merchandise, where you can get any jersey that you want from any sport, any color. And so if you go to nextupmerchandise.com and use the promo code Destination Fantasy, you're able to save $10 on any jersey that you want, no matter what color, no matter what sport. So head on over to nextmerchandise.com to get the jersey of your dreams. Once again, that's nextupmerchandise.com.